Well, I'm able to walk the park. It's 3 miles around the park that beforehand it was painful to do. And I'm not, the other thing is I'm not afraid to do anymore. I'm not afraid to do things anymore. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna go out and lift, 300-pound weights, but it's okay to carry in a bag of groceries. I'm not afraid to do that. I can go out and do a little bit of yard work. Dig in the dirt, which is where my soul lives. So I noticed the shoulder injury, I noticed it more, I think probably for sure at night, because that's what it impacted first and foremost. And I'm not so sure it wasn't there all along, even with my sciatic pain. It's just that the sciatic pain overruled it. But I noticed but it was a deep shoulder pain that I just couldn't get comfortable. I couldn't get comfortable with sleeping, and then I noticed that I quit hiking. I was missing yoga, my yoga classes more and more, and I just didn't want to do a whole lot. And so and what was holding me back is because I knew the more I did physically during the day, the rougher the night was going to be, and so I just backed off on living. The first time I saw the orthopedist, it was, well, I think you have, at your age, quote unquote, it sounds to me like it's either arthritis or else you've just got something else going on we don't know about. So they did an x-ray. No, I didn't have arthritis. They thought it was, just an injury, and I got a shot of steroids. And the steroids worked great for about 6-7 weeks, and then the pain came back. And I think that was when I stepped into Physio Revolution, because I couldn't keep doing steroid shots either. I did do a second one just to so I could get moving, just to have some movement, especially during physical therapy. And that helped. Again, the steroid doesn't last. And then I was looking at going overseas and taking a trip, and I just needed more relief if I was going to try and do this overseas trip. And so I had a third steroid that really gave us, I think, the push to really begin to do some real significant strengthening of the shoulder, which then allowed me to go to overseas without significant pain. But again, I don't want surgery, and I don't want to keep doing steroids. They won't let you. There's a cost to that as well. And so I wanted more control over what was happening to my body. And I wanted it without drugs and without surgery. Kicking and screaming, I finally succumbed to an MRI, in part because my husband was pressuring me as well. So I had the MRI, and I wanted to, the MRI, the orthopedist said that he needed the MRI in order to know what to do, what steps to take next, which for an orthopedic surgeon, he's a surgeon. And so I went ahead, and at the pushing of my husband as well, had the MRI done, got the results back the next day, and I looked at it and went, oh my God, because it said I had a full thickness tear, and I went, oh no. And so I called Brooke and said, I need you to tell me what this says, because they're saying, it looks like they're saying that surgery is the only option, and that's not where I want to go. So Brooke took a look at the results, and again, was terrific at breaking it down and really telling me what it meant, and it really wasn't as bad and as scary as I had anticipated, and was confident that we could still move forward with the plan we had here at Physio Revolution without surgery. And I've said if I can, and then I did research myself on what that surgery would mean, and you're talking a year of recovery in addition to the surgery, and I thought, you know what, I'll give a year worth of physical therapy before I'll go under a knife, because I for sure would have to do that anyway. And so pay me now or pay me later. I'll pay you a little bit now instead of a hell of a lot later. And what I know now is that the body has an incredible ability to heal itself. It's going to take those tears and it's either going to slowly attach or it's going to scar over so that it has the attachment. And that the more you can exercise and the more you can bring blood to that area of the body, the faster healing occurs. I just found that I needed an option other than surgery because I was not going to go down that route again. There's residual effects from surgery, whether it's immediately after or whether it's years later. There's always a residual effect, and I knew that, and I just was going to do everything to avoid that again. And so it's been a process. It's been progress, and I've learned so much along the way. Well, I'm able to walk the park. It's 3 miles around the park that beforehand it was painful to do. And I'm not, the other thing is I'm not afraid to do anymore. I'm not afraid to do things anymore. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna go out and lift, 300-pound weights, but it's okay to carry in a bag of groceries. I'm not afraid to do that. I can go out and do a little bit of yard work. Dig in the dirt, which is where my soul lives. And so I can dig in the dirt and know I'm not gonna come back in and have a night of hell paying for it. So yeah, and I'm slowly but surely finding I have more movement. I can't wait till I can do yoga full time, and I'll get there. If you don't know where to turn and don't know what to do next, you have nothing to lose to step into this, to step into Physio Revolution. There are always options out there. It's just a matter of finding them. So take a step and jump.